Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Welcome to or back to the Cookout Chronicles podcast.
It's your favorite cousins on your mama's side. I'm Zaria.
Your finger was in the
I'm sorry.
And as always, I'm Lamont, and welcome to another one. Y'all, look. It's opposite day on set. I thought it'd be kind of cute and fun to switch it up a little bit. I don't think Zaria is the biggest fan, but
that's all right. I'm getting used to when I'm here now.
We was like, we have to do a double take tonight because we're going out of town, which we'll get into. But I was like, let's just switch it up a little bit, and this probably going to stick because I don't feel right, and I know she don't feel right. But we have to get out of our comfort zones. So if you're watching us on YouTube, we're in different spots.
Yeah.
And if you aren't watching us on YouTube. Oh my God.
For different folks. I love that commercial. So sorry. They should have never brought it back up. Because what was Cher and Future doing together? Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
I don't even know where I'm at.
Sorry.
I'm all lost. Oh, yeah. So if you're watching us on YouTube, you'll notice that usually we're opposite. But if you're not watching us on YouTube, watch us on YouTube because we're very pretty people. Hello. Once again, apologize for the camera bandit got us again last week. I don't know what happened. We made sure everything was recording. I think the memory card had a malfunction, but we good. We tested everything twice. We ready to go. So yeah, sorry about that. Socials, housekeeping, of course. Follow us on all of our socials. They are in our description box. We are at Cookout Chronicles Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook when I remember to post on it. We also have a submission link. Use the link. Send us anything you want your favorite cousins to know. Any questions, suggestions, anything like that. Yeah. That's it. Hope you're well. Hope you're safe. Should I even say that this time? What we always say?
I am in.
We'll get into that. But how short are we gonna keep it today?
Listen, we just gonna roll with it. We're gonna hope to keep this short and sweet. We don't really have much to talk about for this episode.
Yeah, it's kind of been a slow news week. We're gonna try to speed run because we have another taping after this one. But quick thing before we go over our week recap. Let me get my phone out because I have some notes. So, me and Z actually have some great news. We have great news. I just love good news. I love good news. So, last weekend, we had an email.
Yes.
And we also have an email as well. It's, contact Cookout.
Wait,
hold on. Before I butcher it. I think it's just cookoutchroniclespod@gmail.com. I could be wrong. Let me look.
And it sounds correct to me.
It sounds correct to me as well. Where's my email? Now I'm just forgetting everything. Yes, cookoutchroniclespod@gmail.com. So anybody out there that wants to get in touch with me and Z professionally, we do have an email. So yes. But anyway, so we had an email in our inbox from the Black Podcast Awards.
Sure
did. So, we just wanted to shout them out because they featured our show on their One Black Podcast a Day segment. And they had like a little bit of a blurb for us and our picture was on there. So if we have any new listeners coming from that newsletter, welcome to the Cookout.
Hey, y'all. It's your cousin.
Yes. So a little bit about them that I wrote down. They're a nonprofit organization to help Black podcasts succeed and win more. They were established in 2020, and out of 350 nominees they've gotten to the awards, 126 have won.
Rar, and rar.
So good for them. So thank you for featuring us on your newsletter. I subscribe to it so I can also look up on some other, Black podcasts and take some, inspiration and tips and tricks from them. But yes, thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Before we started, Zari was like, now how'd they find us? And I was like, well.
No, really. How'd they get our contact information and how'd they see us and everything? But I'm really grateful.
Yes, we are.
I'm so happy.
Yes. We've only been doing this since March too. So to be, out there. We're moving in the right direction. We here, y'all.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yes. And if you don't subscribe to them, subscribe to them. They have a lot of great podcasts on there. Absolutely. With all different types of categories. So there is this mental health one. I forgot the name of it, but I was like, I'm gonna look into that one. It's a Black woman. She's a therapist. Absolutely. And I was like, yes, because Black people need mental health resources too, and it's free. Go listen to her. Actually, what I'm gonna do is
she does not substitute for a therapist personalized for you.
Right. But
you got to start somewhere, babe.
Right. Yes. So I'll put the link to her show in the description. Actually, so that's what I'll remember to do. Yeah. What's going on, Z? How you been, girl?
We got one more week, y'all, and then I can have something to tell you.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What I do know as far as today, I had to get one of these. Sorry, y'all know I run my R's.
Drink of the week.
I came in here exhausted. I'm tired.
Yeah.
My body's run down. Get you one of these.
Yes.
I'm still tired because I haven't really sipped on it, but
Celsius mango lemonade. I bought 2 because they had like a little deal at Quick Trip. So, and it's so funny how she has a drink of the week and I just have water and she's in my seat.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like she has the energy drink. Usually I would, but I didn't have to work today. So
he energized me.
Yes. Got a quick little nap in before we started. Yes, but
I am exhausted.
I think there's 270 milligrams of caffeine in there.
Oh, well.
That don't do nothing for me anymore. I need a 300 or it's nothing. But
I don't drink that much caffeine. I really.
So maybe just drink half of it.
I really be flying by the seat of my pants for real.
I don't know how you do it,
baby.
I don't know how you do it.
I just get up and go. And go. So yeah, I'm just waiting until I'm floating.
Yes, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We had a little meeting with our homegirl Maya. Shout out to her. We got some of the details figured out. So yeah, we're excited. Yes. This week for me, honestly, just been floating by.
Just work.
Yeah. Yeah, we just work.
Which is why we need this to take off so we can have stuff to do.
Yes, we just work and watch Love Island for real.
Yeah.
That's it. But we will have more to talk about in episode. We're on 16 now, so episode 17 will be the one we're filming tonight, and then episode 18 will be talking about the trip and all the things we get into because I'm sure there'll be a lot. So yeah, speaking about Love Island, we want to do a quick little recap because a lot of things are changing in that villa very fast, and it's only week 2 going on 3 for them, and I mean same for us. So,
but it just feels like it's so much longer.
I know.
The episode drops every day.
Every day. Even tonight. What are we gonna do when we go out of town? We're gonna miss.
Who's gonna
miss?
We're
gonna. We're gonna miss 2 episodes.
Who's gonna miss? I will put it. If there is a TV in that cabin, I'll be like, all right, everybody gather around while we eating our dinner. All right.
Yeah, all right, y'all.
Welcome back to the villa.
Literally, when my little sister, she just came back from out of town, they was watching it while they was, doing their thing too.
And exactly.
Yes. So yeah, we'll probably keep up. But so who are client list? I don't think mine's really. It may change after what we see tonight, but I think mine's changed. Mine's kind of the same.
All right, my clients are Alandria,
duh,
and Taylor. Taylandria, number 1 on my client list. I don't care what anybody says. Taylor is my client, and I will defend him to the end. Y'all get a little weird about Taylor. I don't really like how y'all be moving and sticking around him.
Agreed.
I don't like all that. He's a likable guy, and clearly Alandria likes him too. And did y'all see on the last episode when he was not only was he carrying her with one arm down them stairs, he was running. So clearly he got some bird chest. Maybe he does have a bird chest.
Yeah, I mean, I've been seeing in the show he been hitting the weights.
He got that countryman strength.
Yeah, he been hitting the weights.
He lifts that girl with ease. That's the second time I've seen him lift her with one hand. Anywho, Matthew, Shelly is on my client list. Mm-hmm. Of course she's on my client list.
Yeah. Besides the obvious people.
Of course she's on my client list. Nick is going to forever be on the... After he stood on business about getting her up out of that house, I said, I have no choice but to stand.
I'm glad you see it. Well, the thing is, you kind of saw it last time. You were like, yeah, like he's cute and like he's funny and stuff. So yeah.
I think for me, as far as like Nick is really like personality. Like last year it was like PPG. No, this year it's PPB. Taylor, Ace, and Nick. I'm so sorry. The boys are carrying as far as like personality.
Yes.
Because the girls have been trying to coddle feelings. The boys have just The boys have been the boys, and I've really enjoyed them. So yeah, those are my clients. Do I have any other ones? I want to say Amaya is a client. I could see her. I could see she having potential to be a client though. She's sweet. She's really sweet. One thing I will say about Amaya is I did kind of, because she was kind of doing too much with she was coming for Shelly. That was
at the beginning with Ace too was a lot.
I feel like people went way harder on her than they did on Huda, and I feel like not just on the outside, in the villa. Like, the guys were being really weird around her. Oh, I'm scared of her. I don't really want... They kind of labeled her really, really... But then you had somebody who was really needing to...
Right.
And we all know why.
Right.
We all know why. She got the aggressive and the crazy and the da-da-da-da-da. We all know why. But anyways, you know who's never going to be on my client list? Huda. You know what? Jeremiah was almost on the list.
Really?
This is why.
I'm listening.
We say yes, he loved bombed her. Sure he did. But I feel like we give people way too many, and sometimes, you know, I'm a girl. I stand with my women,
right?
But sometimes we give women too much leeway to behave badly. Because if the roles were reversed, he would have been gone.
Yeah.
He would have been gone. You know what I'm saying? Not only because he's a man, no matter how much he doesn't like us, as far as us being his type, but he still at the end of the day, he would have been gone. So I feel like production in the house allowed him, and kind of himself. I know people are going to be like, well, he should have been a man. But at the same time, it's like, there's only so much a man can do as far as checking a woman. He was never going to be able to really give it up to her. He was never going to,
especially knowing that they're on TV.
Exactly. He was never going to be able to meet her where she was at as far as her aggressiveness. Like, yes, he played his part, but people are acting like this was equal. This was not equal at all. No. After a while, and after he started to really be like, this is kind of being too much, I think he really should have just been honest. But also, she was giving fragile. Like, if you tell me that you don't want to, you're gonna have to put me on a watch list.
Real. And it's like the way she was coming about it too, like how she was like standing over him and being like, "What's wrong, Jeremiah? You don't act like this. How do you
usually hold me? How do you usually? It's been 5 days, babe.
Literally, I wouldn't. I'd have been like he did. Right, and then I think he did it again in one of the recent episodes.
Yeah, so I feel like
non-confrontational king.
I think the one thing I didn't like about, he should have let it go way sooner. Sometimes we let things go on too long. I don't like him for Iris. I don't either. I like that he coupled up with her just to let we done.
Right, because he really had no other option.
Exactly. Like in this last episode, I just felt like if you're gonna talk to Iris, be about Iris. Like, stop letting her be like your emotional support, because then things are gonna get really messy. Then too, at some point you have to be like, actually, we don't even have to talk about that anymore. Let's talk about us, because we are coupled up. We're gonna be sleeping in the same bed together. We need to
let me get to know you. Besides, what's going on with her? Yeah.
So he was almost on my client list, but I need to see how he really is when they're really, really separated. Who will never be on my client list? Austin. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I don't like the way he talks. I feel like I lose brain cells when he speaks. I'm like, speed up. Speed that up, baby.
Yeah.
And then I just really don't like being in a love triangle, and it's just exhausting. Shut up. Real. He'll never be on my client list. So sorry. Pepe Le Pew. He gives something about Pepe Le Pew I can't trust. But as far as that, everybody else is boring. Snooze fest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because who else is? Oh, Hannah. I thought she was cute at the beginning, but I'm like,
Hannah just trying to get her some.
And then because what we saw from last night's episode, I was like,
I said, audibly gasped when I saw that, and I like rewind a little. I said, I know I didn't just see what I. And I knew that something was going on, because they wouldn't have kept that focus on them for that long.
And the sheets was moving a little bit.
I said, oh.
I mean, I get it, but girl, you acting like Charlie just got sent off to Iraq. Like, what?
No, literally.
To be doing that a couple days later is crazy. As soon as
they said that Charlie was like eliminated,
she was like that even like when he was up for eliminate and they had to choose like who needed to go.
And then even when like Megan mentioned Charlie's name, she was,
oh, sore subject. And then later that night,
you just got buzzed down.
A few hours later,
my cousin said spit start is crazy.
guys, I'm gonna throw up. That would no for real.
I was like, girl, what's happening? And she did it, so she said, I said, oh.
Just like that.
Just like that. I'm so sorry. I can't do it.
No,
we gonna have to wait till they open up the hideaway and just go ahead and let me go up in there. But as far as all of these people are in a row, it's never that deep for me. It's never that serious for me.
No, everybody in the same. Especially like on other love shows, like there's like a queen bed and like who was like you know messing with each other, like stay in the same bed, and like there's like a few queens, and there's another room with a few queens, and not everybody in the same room.
Everybody, all of us. No. And they better than me, because me personally, I would say, hey. No. Go to bed.
What is that?
Hey, do I need to get in there?
They probably be like, well, yeah. Well, yes.
Well, no. That's what I worried about.
I'm going to throw my water bottle at them.
Iris and Jeremiah. I said, hold on.
Iris and Jeremiah what?
When Iris and Jeremiah coupled up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did we watch them sheets? I'd have been getting bust down in there for days.
That's true. That is true. I didn't even think about that.
I'd have been getting bust down in there for days. Yeah, Hutta's gotta go. I'm so sick of her at this point.
Yeah,
people are like, I want a redemption arc. You know what? Even you said it. I know.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
This is what I will say about that. I feel like sometimes people behave in a way that you can redeem yourself outside of this place. Like, and I hate, and everything is not about, but at the same time, this is the cookout. I wouldn't have got a redemption arc. I would have been at the crib with it.
Yeah.
Alandria wouldn't. First of all, Alandria told Hutta to chill out. Now she's a mean girl.
Oh yeah, and that was very early.
That was like episode 2.
2, yeah, had to be.
She's a mean girl.
I agree.
And then, why does she have to say that in front of everybody? Why does she say it privately? Meanwhile, you called Amaya a B. You called Iris a B to her face.
Right.
And talking about she's not a girl's girl. I don't trust that B. To the point where Alandria said we're not going to be mean to Iris in the last episode. So I just don't know. I don't know. But those are my people. Ace, don't trust them.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, the whole Ace Shelly thing, especially since they'd known each other outside the villa. They were not married on a. Anyway,
don't believe anything.
Anything.
My God.
When in that conversation, when they spoke episode, and then there were people were saying like, oh, they were trying to hide it. When Ace came in, Shelly was like, Ace? Ariana, oh, how do you know Shelly? Oh, we met each other a couple years ago in New York.
Boom.
Nobody was hiding.
My thing is, first of all, Ace has a strong social media presence. You think that would never come up?
Literally.
He has a
they all have, I think before, so they all were kind of like, they want people that have, their own platforms and stuff.
So I'm just like,
yeah, that was weird.
Believe anything.
Stop.
Somebody put something in a dark font and now it's truth. Which is why
Instagram story, notes app,
and back to my client Taylor. Everybody believed him having a girl
back home.
And I'm like, where was the evidence? And where is the girl? She has said nary a word. Nobody else has said anything else about it.
Yeah, I think it was just like text messages that got exposed or something when he was saying, because I read something, he was like, I just wanted to let you know this because I'm going on the show and I don't want you to be blindsided or something. But that could have been anybody.
That could have been
and
anybody.
That could be, even if that was
that
the
girl. Been the girl he was talking to. Like,
right, yeah.
This ain't like, hey, by the way,
I am going on a love show. Just so you're not blindsided.
Yeah.
And get ghosted for 30 something days.
Even if we not talking, like, hey, we was talking for this period of time. Maybe it ain't working out for us right now. I don't want you to look on TV and be like, is that? Oh,
right.
Is that? So,
exactly.
Y'all gonna leave my client alone. And I mean it.
Yes.
Today.
As far as me, I think everybody stays the same. Of course, my top girls, Alandria and Shelly.
Yes.
Now, Taylandria, I need to see a little more. But I do love Taylor as like an individual, as a personality. Yeah. A lot of the comments, and maybe it was like he was trying to say something else when he was saying like the whole physical attraction thing and like how Ace was like,
But I
you
don't
need
think
to
he said
do.
attraction.
What did he? I thought
He
he
never
said.
said attraction.
What did he say then?
He
I
said
think it
if
was like
he
something
said if
physical.
the physical isn't there, I think he was trying to say I think he's trying to make himself be physical. I really think he's just inexperienced.
I think so too. No, that's what I was getting at. You're right. You're so good at thinking about it. That's what I was gonna say. All that stuff aside, I'm just like, I need. Okay, now that the physical stuff is coming, I'm like, I need to see that, and then we can be okay. We locked in.
Yeah.
And I think he's good for the house too. I think people really like him for the house. He's funny. He, fresh breath air.
Yes, fresh breath
air. A breath of fresh air. So yes, I do like him. Him in that twerking challenge last night
was crazy. It was really crazy. But he was trying to win. It was Meg.
And he don't know how to twerk. Why didn't Ace twerk?
Ace got up there crumping like he was.
Everybody else did their thing. Even Austin, and we know he went up there and then did a little something too. But you that macho, you can't do a little.
You can't do a little 1-2, a little bop bop.
I hate that. You too macho, but okay. Nick, of course. Now Sierra and Nick, kind of getting a little boring. But if they like each other and they locked in, I mean, we can't judge if they're a good couple and the people in the house agree they're a good couple. Who else? Amaya. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just need what she has.
She just kind of came in hot.
She came in hot.
But that's what we were talking about in our group chat too. What I see out of like people that are on reality TV, I need mess. I need entertainment.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that this show isn't for this is not Baddies Fiji. I don't want it to be, but that's what I like to see in a reality TV personality. I know this is for like dating and everybody's trying to put on a good face and all that, but I like a little bit of mess. And she seems to be kind of like she's calmed down. She's coupled up with Austin now, at least for the most part. Ace is out of there. And also, side note, when they were coupling up, I like how they were like happy for each other, like get it. And she was like really happy for Ace for finally being with Shelly. I was like, okay, growth, guys, growth.
I think the thing was that's
really it for me though.
Now that I think back on it and look back on it, I think Amaya's thing was why pick me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Interested in somebody.
Yeah. And then lay all these laws down.
Her talking to Shelly. It's still. It's still
weird I forgot about that.
That was still weird to me.
Yeah.
I do like how after that it was never anything else after that. She was like, I think she did like kind of say she was like tripping. Like,
I think she did too. And then I think it probably just hit a little deeper because she had mentioned during that argument that she knows Shelly outside the villa.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe there's like a deeper, like she thinks she was a little,
I think I would feel some
disrespected.
Type of way. I wouldn't feel no type of. I think her emotions were just so heightened too because
yes.
You picked me. Now you got all these stipulations and
all I being called babe. Don't touch me. Don't breathe on me.
Don't even look happy to see me.
Right.
Like
I will be sleeping in soul ties.
Like don't do none of that. So I think that, and then her seeing him be completely different with a girl that he could have chosen, which is why I think Ace is a production plant. You cannot.
That's what everybody's saying.
He's a production plant because you should have seen how mad he was when he chose Huda over Jalen. And then on like the last episode, he said he did it just because he was trying to get Jalen
because he wasn't seeing no effort for Jalen for Olandria. Yeah,
I think that's a lie. I think that was just a cop out.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying too. Maybe he did it because like he was doing it for Taylor and Olandria because of course they've been in the house longer than Jalen and they didn't give. I don't think Jalen had enough time.
Yeah, but he didn't say that.
He didn't. He said he put it on Jalen.
Yeah. And I just thought that was weird because I was like,
interesting.
That doesn't make sense. You made that up.
Yeah,
you lied. You just lied.
You just made that up.
You just made that up. You had to say something.
Yeah.
Somebody told you to say that. I feel bad for Jalen. I feel like a lot of the negative comments towards Jalen was anti-black. Sorry. They were very anti-black.
They were.
Y'all were doing way too much. Way too much.
Agreed.
Like, are these bombshelling as far as males? No. But Jalen was just not, ugh.
You're right. He wasn't ugly.
No, he wasn't. He's just not, ugh. And then on top of that, he was very sweet. He had the southern charm. Do I think he was for Alandria? No. Do I think he should have maybe branched out a little bit more?
Agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, who else was there? Shelly? Jalen likes black women. there ain't no black women on that show.
Yeah,
I think that's what
really
y'all have to understand. This is a real Southern country man.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like the how the house was like set up at that time, it just wasn't.
It wasn't good for him.
Yeah, no.
And then the bombshell that they brought in wasn't going to be a good fit for him either. I do think that he should have caught the hint that Alandria don't like all that physical stuff. Like,
oh yeah, and he was kind of very like really like kind of touchy feely.
Yeah, not only that, he just kept talking about how attracted he was to her, and like Alandria is one of those girls who knows how beautiful she is. She doesn't actually. She likes to hear it. Every girl likes to hear it. But after a while, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Else?
Yeah, and she was like, "You got to be able to stimulate my mind, like make me think a little bit before."
And I think that's why her and Taylor work so well because, and now she wants like the balance. But I think not only did Taylor have to get comfortable, Alandria had to get comfortable too. I think that's what people are missing is that both of them has to get comfortable. They weren't. And the challenges is different. Okay, this is a challenge, right? But this is somebody that I'm actually trying to potentially date once I leave here. So I think that's what it was. A
good solid foundation needs to be built first. Yeah. Agreed. Which
is where Jeremiah and Huda went completely wrong.
Yeah, they did the opposite. Yeah. And then Jeremiah trying to, let's just be friends. I want to remain friends and kind of start over. Me being an emotional being, I wouldn't say I would have crashed out and cussed them out, but I would have been like, well, then we just need to explore different people.
Yeah.
Because somebody like me, I just can't take, especially when they've been banging in the villa.
But you know what?
I can't take that. I can't separate that.
I also think she took it out of context too. I don't think he was saying let's just completely not be physical. I think he was saying let's get to know each other.
Right, and let's slow down.
Let's slow this down.
Right.
Because you talking about moving in together, you talking about this, that,
stepdaddy.
Yeah, you want to do a lot.
Yeah.
I can't get there if we ain't even
right. We can't communicate.
If I don't even like you for real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I need to know if I like you for real. So I think that's what he was trying to say. Me personally, if you say let's just be friends,
yeah, no.
Especially if I like really like you. But then again, it's been 10 days.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's
true. Girl, relax.
Yeah.
So I think he was really saying, I want us to be coupled up. I want us to pump.
Right, what is your favorite color?
Yeah, hey,
like
what's your middle name?
What kind of car do you drive?
You have siblings? Like, let's start there.
Yeah,
and then she took it as, so you hurt me, and I need to. I was like, I can never talk to somebody who don't listen.
Right.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on Love Island.
Yes.
We ain't even reached Casa yet.
Right, or movie night.
Movie night is gonna be wow.
I need somebody. I need a fight. I'm so sorry. I need a fight.
Or something extremely close to one.
Well, yes.
Oh, last thing. Sisterhood and girlness
ruining
it.
Yep.
Ruining it.
Yeah, because ain't no way all them girls were behind Huda. It's ruining it. It's ruining it. Yep.
Yeah. Hate it.
Yeah.
Hey. Hate it.
So yeah. That's our recaps on Love Island. Let us know who your clients are and how people are standing in your book. Honestly, the only people that I said, anybody else is just kind of there. And then Huda is like, everybody's kind of just like coasting. Got right. You know, this is Olandria and Shelly. This is Huda. Everybody else is just kind of
there.
Nobody's making me mad. Nobody's making me, oh my God, yeah.
Last night's episode, we needed that because I felt
perfect timing.
The episode before that, chest was tight. I was like, this is too much.com.
Yeah, I was like clenching my butthole together like the whole few episodes. I was like,
I think
they
I'm
needed
getting too emotionally attached to this show.
They said, get Megan in. Get Megan in. We need her.
Get
her. But yeah, so moving on. Kind of a slow news week, but we wanted to touch on two topics that's kind of been going on, like celebrity culture. So we're gonna start with probably the hardest one first. Also trigger warning for sexual assault because we will be getting into that. There's not too much on this topic just yet. I'm just reading off of like page 6, TMZ, stuff like that. Oh my God, y'all! If y'all just heard my toe pop, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I just caught the biggest chill ever. I'm so sorry, y'all.
I thought you were disgusted by my feet. They look pretty. No. I would show y'all, but I need money.
Right.
Feet finder.
That just reminded me. Never mind.
We're going to have to tell that story one of these days. Yes. Not today,
but... to be young and dumb.
No, literally. So there is a suit going on right now. So Tyler Perry is being sued for sexual assault of one of his actors from the show Oval. I ain't watched that show, so I don't know what that is or who this man is. But
it's about the president.
Oh well,
it's
Oval
like
Office.
It's like Scandal-esque. I never watched it, but
okay. So, actor claims years of harassment and more. So, the actor's name is Derek Dixon. He filed a lawsuit against Perry, and the docs he claimed that he and the director met at Perry at an event back in 2019. Picked him out of a crowd, got his phone number, got a role for him. This stuff dates back to like January 2020. They were building a friendship that would lead to more gigs. And then over time, so this is like over like a few years, there's inappropriate text messages, there's groping, there's inappropriate comments. And also something that I wanted to mention, that Derek's character is Dale is written as a gay homeless man who's a desperate store clerk who wants to sleep with another character. I don't know. I think that's interesting to write a character like that you want.
Yeah.
So, my thoughts. With Hollywood, I don't know nothing about it, obviously, but I think this happens more often than not. People in these, these big names, these big stars, these big directors, cast these people thinking they're gonna do certain favors for them. And then when they don't do that stuff, it's repercussions, killing characters off. Which I think they said in the latest season of that show that Derek Dixon's character got shot.
Oh,
like 3 times.
Oh,
so and a lot of people, of course, we're going straight to the victim blaming. If this was happening for years, why didn't Derek say something? It seems like he just wants to because he's suing for almost $300 million. So, there's text messages in there that I really don't want to get into because they're kind of suggestive. But, it's not good. People in these high places and in positions, stop dating your actors. You choose somebody that you're writing checks to. No. There was also some stuff that I saw in this video from the Impressive channel, whose sources were factual and valid. Was saying that he had came over to Tyler Perry's house a few times, and there's been a lot of drinking involved, and Perry saying that he didn't, and in the text messages that were shown, he wasn't exactly like telling him no or telling him to stop. So he just thought he was playing this whole like hard to get thing. But I don't think that I don't think that man is gay. So at least I don't think so.
No, he is gay.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gay.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Nothing right, but yeah.
Well, right. It makes nothing right. But yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Here. Hello. Here are my thoughts.
Hear ye.
Here are my thoughts on it. I feel as though people. This. I feel like this case is gonna get really messy.
Oh yeah, no, this is only the beginning. Yeah.
Simply because. Let me say this before I get into the actual case. I don't care that Tyler Perry, or if Tyler Perry likes men. I don't care. Neither should you. Okay? Not the point.
Right.
The point is not that he's a man. I think, and I hate when there are cases that involve 2 men, especially these ones, because the first thing y'all go to, the biggest shock to y'all, or the thing that y'all are worried about,
the sexuality stuff,
is the 2. No one cares.
Right.
No one should care. Y'all, I've already seen comments. Amanda, I knew Tyler Perry was gay. I knew da-da-da. I don't care. Yeah,
that was the point that I wanted to bring up too, because I was like, I don't think he's ever said he was or wasn't. Yeah. So now everybody's like, oh, well, and everybody's commenting on it. Yeah.
Y'all did the same thing with the Diddy case. Oh, now everybody says no Diddy when they want to. That is like the smallest part about the case.
Agreed.
when you have someone who is an authoritative figure, because he is, that's his boss, that's his
Yes.
guy's.
Yeah,
And
power
Tyler Perry's
imbalance.
not the first person to. Sorry, Tyler Perry is not the first person to be attracted to someone who they work for,
Right.
or who works for them.
Right.
He's not the first person. He won't be the last person.
Mm-hmm.
The human mind is a human mind. You have to think about ethics and morality.
Mm-hmm.
If you are texting this guy suggestive things, being friends, that's one thing. But if you're texting him suggestive things, if you're texting him things that anybody could take out of context, and I've seen the text messages. He was getting real weird.
Yeah.
He was getting real weird.
He wanted that boy bad.
He wanted that boy
bad. But that
bad.
man.
Yeah.
He wanted him bad. He was down bad.
If he was not confirming nor denying that he wanted to do these things, if he was not flirting back, if he was not being explicit in what he was saying, if he was kind of just like moving on to the next subject, or it was just like haha,
letting it go, yeah, kind of sweeping under the rug.
That is your sign to stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is your sign to stop. I don't understand. Yes, no is no. But I shouldn't always have to say no explicitly.
Right.
Sometimes it's hard for people to just straight up say no, especially somebody who works for you.
Exactly. Once again, the power imbalance.
There is a power imbalance.
Now he thinks his job is at stake.
Exactly. He's not going to know how to respond to that. What am I supposed to say?
And respectfully turn him down.
And now if I say, listen, I don't like that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be friends. Maybe we shouldn't text outside of work. Da 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 da. Now he ain't got no job.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's blackballed.
Yep. Which sounds like it's already about to happen.
Exactly.
So I think they're about to write his character out.
Exactly. So people should be able to sense when someone is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to be like, I don't think he enjoys this.
Right.
I don't think he enjoys that. Texting when you're drunk, oh, I'm so drunk. You could be lying. You could be lying.
Right.
But even if you're not, text somebody else.
Right, I'm like, Tyler, you got all this money.
You got all this money.
I mean, he's a semi good looking dude because he's often compared to me.
Right.
And I mean,
right.
And I just got my hair cut today, y'all, so I feel very pretty.
Period.
Not the point. But like, text somebody else. You got to text somebody that's under you.
Somebody will bite.
Right.
Somebody will bite. But that's what I'm saying. The power imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
You subconsciously, he's not gonna go against me because I'm his boss. That's why we can't have that. $260 million is a lot.
It is. It is. That's, oh my God. And this is the thing too. Everybody's like, that's so absurd. Like, how do people even like, this is my question. I have a couple questions. First off, how do people even like, when you're like following a suit, right? It's like, say for sexual assault for $260. How does that like dollar amount come into play? Like, who decides, okay, with all the stuff that we have, all the evidence that he's collected over the years, how does what he's done equate to giving him $260 million?
Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of it is, sometimes people just come up with a number.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like people, like the people that are like filing the suit, or like the people. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now, if it's, like a lawyer, if it's something like, let's say something that you have concrete evidence of how much something costs.
Right.
I let you borrow my car.
Mm-hmm.
You wrecked it.
Mm-hmm.
My car was worth $30,000.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
I can sue you for that.
Right.
Plus, you can also sue for, I had to buy a rental. If you had to buy a rental.
Oh, yeah. Everything that comes after.
Ubers.
Right.
Maybe I couldn't get to work, so I lost my job. This is how much money
I would have made. Yeah. Okay. Or was supposed to make. Okay. That makes sense.
So that's one way. When it is stuff like this, where there's not really like a
set money amount.
You can't really calculate.
Right.
You go after how much this person is worth. A lot of it is emotional distress.
That's what I was going to say.
Damage.
Yeah. There's a lot of things into one.
If you had to go to therapy because of this, Now you can calculate that.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been in therapy? How much those therapy sessions are.
Mm-hmm.
If this person, if you feel like your livelihood is at stake, you could calculate how much rent you pay, anything.
Okay.
You could just really put together a number.
That makes sense.
Now, some people just go for a big number in hopes that we settle for something lesser.
Right.
But
still a large amount of money.
Still a good amount of money.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
If he doesn't settle, we have to go to court. If he doesn't settle, we have to go to court. And maybe the judge will make him pay the whole $260 million. Maybe he'll make him pay some of the $260,
right? Or like half, or something like that. Okay.
Or maybe he'll lose the
actor.
plaintiff. Yeah,
right.
Maybe he'll lose. So that's how that works.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But I
mean, that does make sense.
I believe that's how that works.
And then second question, because a lot of people have been saying, like, once again, like, this has been happening since like January 2020. Like, why even send anything? People are saying, oh, he was like collecting all this information and like letting stuff slide and doing all this stuff to get everything that he needed. So once he had a good amount of evidence, he was like, all right, here we go.
And that also can factor into the price.
Yeah.
This has been going on.
Yeah, to get a payday. Yeah, or because he'll get something. Yeah. I think because there's text messages, there's evidence. I think somebody else is speaking out about it. One of his co-workers on the show. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
which is why Cassie sued for so much money.
Yes.
I think she deserved more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she should have.
How much was it? What was
I think it was about $30 million.
Oh. 30. And this dude sued for $260.
Okay,
to Tyler Perry.
Sister, I would have went for more, but I kind of understood why she 30. I think 30 seemed like reasonable.
Right. Okay.
Like,
yeah.
He would give me 30.
Okay.
Not give, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. If he gonna give me 30.
If he want to keep this under wraps.
Right. Okay.
Which they settled that
quickly.
Yeah. They settled that quite fast.
Do you think Tyler Perry gonna so what do you think he gonna do? And then we'll move on.
No.
Okay, you think he gonna fight it?
No. This is what I think. Tyler Perry has a very specific following. Black Christians, which doesn't make sense. He's gonna lean really hard into that.
Yeah.
He's gonna lean really hard into that. God is testing me. I will win. Yeah. I will prevail.
Yeah.
God is on my side. This, that, and the other.
My desires.
Yeah.
The devil.
I've been praying. This is nothing but the devil. This is nothing but the trick of the enemy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Am I going to sit here and act like people don't lie about being sexually assaulted? No.
Right. Happens all the time.
I'm not going to sit here and lie about that. I'm always going to choose the victim. And then if something switches, boom, bow.
Yeah.
Then it's over with.
Yeah.
Because I see people saying like, oh, he's white, so I don't want to believe that. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking that.
What?
Stop thinking that. Stop
thinking no.
That. Y'all know me.
Yeah, but come on. Yeah.
Y'all have got to stop
acting
like all white people are lying on black people when they say they've been sexually assaulted. Yeah. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Now, if he is, F him. Take your $260 million and shove it up your ass.
Right. Hope you can sleep at night with it, you know.
But stop acting like every black man who gets accused of sexual assault is Emmett Till.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. It really disrespects the legacy of Emmett Till and any other black man who has been wrongfully accused of sexually assaulting a white person. Stop doing that. Stop.
Yeah.
I want y'all to stop it. And it also excuses the black men who are committing sexual assault. Because then y'all start to do it to black women.
Yep.
And we've already had an episode on that.
Yeah. Go watch it.
Go watch it.
What was it called? The Chronicles of Trash Men?
Yep.
Go watch
it. And just because he's gay, just because this is a man and a man, doesn't mean that man couldn't have been sexually assaulted. I want y'all to stop doing that too.
Yeah.
Men historically have been sexually assaulted. It happens. Some men right now are dealing with trauma from being sexually assaulted, whether it was by a man or by a woman, whether it was when they were a child or when they were adult. Men can be sexually assaulted.
Yeah. then it creates issues and anger issues and adulthood and stuff like that.
When y'all act like it cannot happen, and when y'all act like, oh man, you just being soft, when y'all acting like, well, how somebody sexually assault you a man,
right?
When y'all do that, there is that becomes a big reason why men's mental health, black men's mental health, is in the shitter.
Yep.
It can happen. It has happened.
And it will happen.
And it will happen. So stop doing this whole, oh, that's two men, that man just gay. That's homophobia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It takes away from the entire principle of the thing.
Right.
No. If he was sexually assaulted, if he was made uncomfortable, if he was working in a hostile work environment, he is a victim.
Yep.
260 million? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it was just the text messages if the text messages were inappropriate, especially for someone who's
for your boss. Yeah.
260 million? I don't know.
Yeah. Look at my body. Don't I look good?
Right.
Oh yeah. The water looks nice.
Yeah. Right.
He was like, rude.
Right. You don't see that stud? But if more things happen, if this was really, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to the victim. Hope you win, babes.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah, we're standing behind it until we hear something different. I mean, come on, the evidence there, the proof is there. Yeah. So, one little last thing about some stuff going on, like the celebrity culture, and then we'll get into question of the week. Doja Cat. So there was this video that went viral. It was this guy. I don't know where they were. I don't know who that man is, but he's going on a press tour. Which, honestly, hey. Get your 5 seconds of fame in. So there was this video. I guess he has a clothing line or something, and he was wearing a pride shirt of some sort. I don't know what it said, but allegedly before the video had started and what was on TikTok and Twitter, he was like, "Hey, I'm here with Doja Cat, and she was complimenting my shirt, and I'm gonna give her my shirt right off my back." And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you!" Like she was embracing the account. There wasn't any paparazzi, any security, well, that's what we saw from the angle. Who knows? But she was seemingly comfortable. She was by herself. She was hugging this guy. Everything was cool.
Yep.
Until a couple days later, she goes on Twitter.
Why would she do this?
As she does. It's always something with Doja Cat in that phone. Take the phone. Take the phone.
It's them phones for real.
It's the phones. Basically went on there and said, she felt the exact opposite of how she was looking, saying, if I smile in your face and I embrace you, that doesn't mean I mess with you like that. You were manhandling me. Mind you, the guy in this video, he was a gay man, very twinkish, skinny,
right?
A little bit of muscle definition, but he was not manhandling that lady. Anyway, she thinks she's manhandled. She was manhandled.
Right.
Basically saying that she didn't like the encounter. She was very uncomfortable. She didn't like it, right? Also called him musty and called the shirt musty. I threw that musty shirt away. I think that's a direct quote.
Yeah.
So of course the guy responds and he was like, why would she do that? Like the only reason why we started recording and I was hugging her because we saw her outside and she was complimenting my shirt. And then that's when the video had started. So he's obviously very upset. Because he was like, why would she do that? And then it was a funny moment in the video, and he was like, so thank you, Doja. Oh, wait, what's your real name? Is that your real name, or is your name Doja? And she was like, it's Amala, but you can call me Ami. He was like, oh, and then she gave him a hug, and it was a cute encounter. But she used that against him. She's like, you don't even know my real name to be hugging on me like that.
You could have declined the hug.
Honestly, trying to find anything. Just to, I don't know what her reasoning was behind that, but that's what I've been seeing on Twitter too. It's so weird. I feel like everybody should be aware with these celebrities and touching them and hugging them. It seemed like an innocent thing. He was not trying to do anything. He was not trying to do anything to that lady. But maybe, oh my God, can I hug you? Is it okay if I hug you? Can you give me a hug? Something like that would have probably been a little bit better and go over well. I mean, nobody's really taken her side on this, but also with celebrities, and just as people, forget celebrities, let's be more honest about our boundaries in real life with people you encounter. And stick up for yourself and how you want people to approach you and touch you. Kind of going back to Tyler Perry thing, let's try to be more grounded in those boundaries. That's something that I've been having to learn as well, setting boundaries with people, and saying what you want to happen or will allow and won't allow. But I'll stop there. So yeah, it's been a whole. It's so weird. It's a weird thing, but I was like, okay, we'll talk about it. Sure, why not? How do you feel about it, Z? It's silly. It's silly.
No, I just think Doja has been moving and shaking real weird for years.
Yeah.
No matter how
since she blew up, honestly.
No matter how talented she is, you show her feet in racial chat rooms. I'll never get over that.
Yeah.
You dating a white man who says the N word. Never get over that. Can't get down with Doja. No. So sorry.
Yeah.
You biracials.
No.
Y'all really know how to make me mad. I'm sorry.
Hashtag Zarya is over party. She don't mean that. She don't mean. She don't mean it, y'all. She don't mean it.
I don't mean it. Y'all still
right.
Y'all come to the cookout.
Right. Of course.
You have to leave halfway through.
Oh my God! This Black History Month. They only get half the month.
I'm sorry. Okay,
she don't mean that, y'all. She don't mean that.
But no, honestly, she's always moved and shaked a little weird.
Yes.
Shook. My God. But the whole thing is, it's all just weird. Like, girl, you could have just told that man, don't touch me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Do I think it's weird that he gave her his shirt off his back? Yeah. Girl, what are we doing? I think maybe.
Walk with me.
Okay.
If you see Beyonce, Z, I love that shirt, girl.
No.
Oh. Really?
I'll tell you right.
Here, girl.
Beyonce, you got the funds, girl. You just go get
How much you gonna give me for it?
Now, if it's my clothing brand, I wouldn't have given. That's weird. I wouldn't have given.
Really?
I would say, hey, can you hold this? I would have asked, can you hold this?
Okay.
Do you? She just said, you like my shirt. I would have made it like an opportunity of like where you can get it, like something like that.
I think his thing was like, I want to like, if she wants it, she's probably going to take it and wear it and like promote it and kind of bring some awareness to
that shirt.
Probably all night,
and exactly. We have,
but also in the video, she said he was like, "Oh my God, you smell really good."
Dang, Doja, I tried to give you a little something.
So you lying? You lying to somebody? You lying to us on Twitter, or you lying to him?
Maybe not throw the shirt away. Maybe wash it. Do you not own one of those?
I know you probably have 10 in your mega mansion.
Right? Maybe wash it. Baby.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was a need to be unnecessarily rude about that.
That's what I was gonna say. I think she handled it the wrong way.
You didn't have to be.
Yeah, blast him on Twitter.
Honestly, even if you didn't want to be on the video, you really could have just said, "Oh, I'm not really interested in the video right now." Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Do something.
You're a grown up.
But don't come back and be like, you better believe I threw away that musty up shirt. And you don't even know my name.
Right.
I don't know your name.
Right.
You have most people who have stage names. I'm not about to keep going. I'm not about to do an encyclopedia search.
Herbert Winslow.
I'm not about to go. I'm not about to go do that.
I love looking up their real names. But yes.
Not everybody does that.
Yeah.
Because you have a stage name for a reason.
Yes.
And a lot of people have stage names to keep that.
Yep. To keep it separate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you're like, just call me Ami. Yeah. Girl, stop.
Girl.
Please. But anyway, I thought just how she handled it was wrong. Like, you didn't need to blast that boy on Twitter. Like, I can see if this was like another. Honestly, I couldn't. I was gonna go down that route, but I don't know. I don't think you need to be doing that to anybody, especially somebody who's just like this regular guy who's excited to see you. He's a big, fan of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
Don't be weird.
No.
Yeah.
Stop.
And not to say that celebrities have to be nice all the dang time, because I get it. Sometimes you're just really tired. But you didn't do that in that moment. You didn't say, "Hey, not really, not right now. I don't really want to hug."
Right.
You went on the internet later.
Yeah, you're allowed to say that. Yeah.
Yeah. You went on the internet later to bash that man. We're not talking about respecting boundaries. We're talking about you being mean.
For seemingly no reason either. I can see if he went and said something like, "Oh, she didn't give what I thought."
Yeah.
Like, you're like when people go on TikTok and like, "Oh, the story time when I met this celebrity."
Yeah.
I can see if he went and did that, but he didn't
tried
really
to give Doja Cat my shirt on my back, and she said no.
Right. I can see if it was that, but you sound like the fan.
Yeah.
But I guess the dude is like making like TikToks about it, and he's making a joke out of it, which honestly, like I said, I mean, hey, but you got a clothing line to to get off the ground too. So hey, go for it. That's your experience. You do whatever you want with it. So
Dang. We can't never shut.
Moving into question of the week.
God, we can't never shut
We
up.
speed run. It was all that Love Island talk.
Yeah. Sorry, I had thoughts.
But we only have a few different
I
answers
had
to
an
go around.
answer, but I couldn't like say it.
Okay.
No, I could say it. I could. It was typing.
Too long.
Typing wasn't gonna make sense.
Got it. Okay. How do I go?
But I'm gonna make it very short and sweet.
Okay. Yeah, same for me too. Because we got round 2.
I'm actually ready.
I forgot how to get to archives again. I'm sorry. I do this every time.
Okay, so my turn.
Oh no, I got it.
Like, okay, so I'll do it.
Archive story. Okay. So this week's question of the week
Question of
was
the week. Boom, boom.
Do it again. I interrupted you.
Question of the week. Question of the week. Boom, boom.
All right.
Okay.
So this week's question of the week was, what is one decision that changed everything in your life? So mine was finishing college.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was all because of a man. Not really, but really. I'm good with my associates. You know, I'm just gonna do that. Move in with him. We're gonna be all good. I know. I was saying this at 20, mind you, 20. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna get my bachelor's. I'm gonna go. Best decision I've ever made. I don't know who I would be today if I didn't go to Emporia State University. You learn so much. You learn so much about yourself when you go to school, especially because I was in school for 5 years. So that changed my major. Just the lessons I've learned, how to compose, how to be, more of an adult. Because you're supposed to change over the years. So yeah, that was mine. Finishing college. Because at first I said going to college, but I always knew I was going to go to college. So finishing college was kind of what changed everything for me. I'm a different person. Go ahead. Okay, I'll say the other ones.
Ooh, okay,
I
got it.
Because we only have 2 more. We have 2 more.
Something that changed my change what?
Change your life. Well, it says change everything in your life, but that's kind of dramatic. Yeah, something that changed your life.
When I was like 15 and I decided to work at the Boys and Girls Club. Well, I decided to volunteer. Then a lady there gave me a summer job there.
Yeah.
I was working at the front desk. I said, "Hey, I would like to try to work with the kids." Changed my life. I found my passion.
Yes.
Yeah, and I never realized that I was really fantastic at what I do. I'm great at what I do. Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Thank you.
Because I couldn't be me.
Yeah. Well,
so one of our good friends, shout out to Steven, he said move in all caps and 2 exclamation points. Yes. Yes. I'm ready to get out of here as well. And the last one, not caring about what people think about you. For me, I had to learn that lesson very, very young. I was like,
school.
Because literally, I was like, you know what? I always say this. Oh my goodness. If y'all heard that, sorry.
Sorry, y'all.
My thing is, you came into this world by yourself, and you will leave this place by yourself. So the only person that should be content and happy with who you are and what you're doing in this world should be you.
Right. That don't mean don't build community.
That don't mean what?
Don't build community.
Right.
We need community.
Yes, we do. You're not on an island.
If people ain't happy with you, and I'm not talking about you being a terrible person. I'm talking about
the way you live your life. Yeah.
If people aren't happy with you, get on up out of there, babe.
Yeah. Not the space for you. And that goes for everybody. Family.
Yep.
You gotta live for you. You can't live for your mom and your daddy, anybody else, because it's your life.
Because you gotta live your life. They don't.
Yeah.
Just like you ain't gotta live their life. So whatever decisions that they made, that's their decisions, baby.
Agreed. All great responses from you guys.
Yeah.
Obviously next week we're not going to have a question of the week because we're going to film that right after this.
Yep.
So anything else to add?
Nope.
We stayed under an hour. Look at us.
Oh, look at that. Y'all have a good time. Thank y'all for being here.
Yes, thank you. And thank you once again to the Black Podcast Awards for the shout out in the newsletter. We are thinking about applying maybe next year. We'll see. The deadline is approaching very fast. But we'll look into it and we'll try to grow our audience a lot more. And yeah. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.